96.3 KKLZ.
There is nothing I hate more than a bully. Can't stand them.
Tell me about
I was bullied throughout school, and I have warned my children about bullies. Maybe almost too much. I guess I've told them if I found out you're a bully, you're in a world of hurt.
I get it.
It'll be the worst day of your life.
I was bullied. I was a fat kid, and but then I found humor.
See, and that's what I'm trying to train my son to do. Because the best way you can deflect bullies is A, not reacting, or B, being funnier than they are.
Yes.
And make them feel foolish.
Exactly.
So Colin, who I love, playing outside a little more lately because, frankly, he had his laptop taken away from him. And he's playing next door. The kid next door is really cool, and they're playing. But there's this one girl in the neighborhood. She's not on our street. She's like a street over.
Okay.
And she's bananas.
Oh.
She's climbing the gate at the entrance.
Okay.
She's standing on top of like 15-foot tall. So I saw that she was out there, and the kid next door was playing with her.
Okay.
And I said to Colin and Mario, I'm like, guys, listen, she's kind of nuts. So just be careful about her.
Right. She's a little nutty.
So this girl ends up playing with the boys, and they go in the backyard of my neighbor's house. And jumping up and down on the trampoline there. And Colin got really hot because he wears a sweatshirt all the time. So he took off his shirt. And the girl said to him, El Riz. Do you know what that means?
El Riz.
You are losing in the game of Riz. You have no attractivity.
El Riz. Okay, got it. Yes, I know Riz, but I didn't know that L was subtracting.
L
the
Riz. Is loser.
Loser.
L7
got
loser.
It. Okay.
So
got it.
He's kind of hurt by this, and then she kind of like takes a couple more shots. And my son he's an empath, like he feels it hard, and he starts crying. So she now is making fun of the fact that he's crying. I don't know any of this because I'm next door having myself a grand old time.
Right.
He comes back and he tells me everything that happens, and I told him, okay, next time she says something like that, what you have to do is you have to tell her, don't worry, I wasn't interested in you anyways.
Yeah. Yeah.
That will put an end to that real fast.
Boom.
So the next day, she's there again, and he wants to play. And I'm like, all right, if she gives you any trouble, you come back here and you talk to me. So 30 minutes later, starts. Oh, yeah, the kid that cries over there. Comes back, like, Dad, she's still giving me trouble. Like, all right, cool. Bring your brother back. We're done. And I just stand on top of a box in my backyard, and I wait for her to come out. And there she comes coming out of the thing. Now, okay, I can't say exactly what I said.
Hey, Queen Bee.
Pretty much. I will say Queen Bee instead of her real name.
Yes, there we go.
Hey, Queen Bee, are we going to have a blanking problem here?
Oh.
What? You keep bullying my kid. We're going to have a significant problem. I'm not bullying quit it. I know exactly what's going on over there. You're going to quit it, right? Because I see the stuff you do around the neighborhood. Ooh. You're going to have a bad time.
Okay.
She's no longer bullying the kid.
Okay, good.
So I feel like I did the right thing.
I thought maybe she sent her dad over.
I'd love to have a conversation. Love to have that conversation.
That's a tough position to be in. I know. I don't have kids, but I know trying to parent others' kids that you're right.
Tough
I'm
spot.
Surprised Dad didn't come over or Mom or something like that. But she heeded your warning.
Yeah.
And that's good.
I didn't threaten her.
Right.
I just said, hey, quit it.
Yeah.
And I did it in a big manly, and I felt very powerful.
You know, and you're right. And I'm sure there are a lot of people out there who are saying, well, maybe you shouldn't have done that, Tom. Shawn, it's not your kid, blah, blah, blah. But when you're in a situation like that, I think, you know what? You have to use your parental instinct and take it from there. I
had to tell Colin, next time you're going to have to handle this yourself. But I'm close by here. I can maybe help you out a little bit. 702-739-9636. What do you do when you see a situation where you might have to parent another kid? Do you do it, or you just keep your mouth shut?
I had a Sonia. That's what I'm calling her.
This became a little harder to breathe for the next door neighbor after I strangled her. An 11-year-old, probably 10-year-old girl hanging out with a bunch of 8 or 9-year-olds because no one her age would want to hang out with her because she stinks and I don't like her.
She's a baddie.
And just bullying my kid, if you didn't hear. So she, just picking on my kid to the point where he's crying, and now she's going to make fun of him because he's crying. It's just, how bullies work.
Yeah.
So I popped my head over the fence and I scared the living bejesus out of her. Mm-hmm. And I feel, and she's no longer giving my son any trouble.
Right.
They wanted to play with them outside. And the boys were like, no, we don't want to play with you. She's like, just give me one more chance. Cool. Now she knows.
Okay.
She's on alert.
Okay.
Is that the right thing to do or not? 702-739-9636.
Well, okay. I'm going to be an instigator here in a bit.
Ooh,
but
rabble-rouser.
yes. Yeah. Nick said, well, it takes a village. You beat all of these bad kids. Well, Nick, okay. All right. Okay. Daniel said, you parented the hell out of the other kids. You know what? Especially if their parents won't do it, somebody's got to step up.
Just looking at how she is around the neighborhood and climbing all these things. She's like 15, 20 feet over cars, over this arch. Like, any parent should know that their child is doing that.
Yeah. And then another listener said, well, I'd do it. No one mistreats my kids and gets away with it. Good job, Dad.
Thanks.
Sandy said, parent the kids. Flip it, though. Let's say she was going to do something dangerous, where she could get hurt herself.
Yeah.
Trust me, those parents would want you to step in and parent their kid. Whether they're doing good, bad, or ugly, you have to step in. I want to know where all these parents are when teachers say, hey, listen, your kid, not my kid.
Yeah.
Where are these parents? And I hope you guys are that way when Shawn is parenting your kid.
Yeah. There was a time I wasn't there. The boys were with Mom, and they were at Starbucks, and Mom was offended by this, and the boys were offended by this, but I loved it. I guess the boys saw a crying baby, and they were kind of not mocking the crying baby, but laughing about the baby crying.
Right.
And a little too obnoxiously, somebody in the line said, hey, you're being bullies. Stop it. Quit it.
Good.
And they were heartbroken that they heard that.
Okay.
And I was like, good. I need somebody to be out there when I don't have eyes on it.
You're right. You're right about that. You absolutely are. Listen, when I was a kid, what if you did something wrong, the neighbor would pop you on the back of the neck. Then you'd go home and your grandmother or somebody'd pop you on the back of the neck.
It's a lawsuit now.
Now that's exactly it. So you have to be very, very careful. And I'm not saying, my parents weren't that way, but times have changed, man. Times have changed.
Happened on the cruise ship as well. There were a group of girls. One girl, all the girls said, oh, no, we're meeting our friend in line.
Right.
I hate that stuff, but whatever. They went directly in front of me, and there was no friend in line.
Right.
So then me and another mom, we looked at each other, and we're like, get out of here.
Yeah.
We saw what you did. Get out.
Right.
It feels great. I actually love having a little superiority over someone.
I like that. Now, yes, and you're right.
Some control of my life.
I want to mention, now Joe said something, but this is another whole subject. Joe said some parents are just oblivious.
100%.
Okay, but kids are different when they're not in front of their parents. So are your kids, Joe. So are your kids, Shawn.
Oh, yeah.
We were all different when we weren't with our parents. I guarantee you she's not doing that stuff in front of mom and dad. Maybe she is, but I'm just saying kids are different.
They are.
Parents don't always know. But you got
I have my head on a swivel.
Yeah, you're right. You got to nip it in the bud, though, because, then you never know what's going to happen.
Mario thinks he's getting his laptop back this weekend, but his teachers are telling me what's happening at school.
The bullying thing, I know we're getting on the end of that. I was 110 pounds growing up, glasses, braces, the nerd.
Yeah.
And I always got bullied and beaten up on, and my mom was in the PTA.
Oh, okay.
And wanted to go down. I'm going to stand up for my mom. Please don't.
Don't help me.
God. So what I finally did, I went up to the biggest bully who lives in Vegas now. And is a friend of mine, so I'm not going to mention his name. And I punched him right in the nose.
Honest to God, that's what I did with Matt Duggan in third grade. Had to punch him in the nose.
We weren't even fighting at the time. Hey, Russ, how you doing? Wham! And nobody saw nothing. They're like, do.
Listen, I'm not teaching my kids that violence is the answer. What I've told them is I never want you to throw the first punch, but I do want you to throw the last one.
There you go.
Yeah.
I will say, if anyone wants to mess with Colin,
you can end it.
Colin can dodge a punch like he is like Floyd Mayweather. We've done the little sparring. This kid, it bobs, it weaves, he's got it.
Okay.
So I'm telling you, don't mess with my son. Because you want to see me. You don't want to see him. If he starts throwing hands, it's over.
Wow.
Love it. Russ, thank you for the call.
You guys have a great weekend.
You too, pal. Take care.